always wonder certain songs. How did they get this on the radio?
Because they weren't thinking about what you're thinking about.
He is very clear about what's going on in the lyrics of the song.
Like, I can't tell if this is 60 guys for 1 minute or a guy for an hour, you know?
Oh, it's a guy for an hour. Come on and see old Dan.
Well, it'd be better bill by the hour.
Yeah, but what is he going to do with the other 55 minutes?
Huh? Oh, he goes into it. He doesn't skip on the foreplay. He's a classy bloke while he's
55 minutes of foreplay, 5 minutes of
servicing your
heaven.
woman. Yeah.
And still 2.5 minutes longer than you.
I can go a solid 3 minutes as long as the AC is off. Come
Like, I think you're being a little, extreme there, Brian.
on.
2.5 minutes seems really short. I can go a solid 3. Asshole.
I had an annoying thing that was lingering on my screen. Pardon the reboot there. Oakley dokley.
Normally you just get a rag or something.
Oh no, it was a bug from when I was making the Mysterious Stranger sheet. Wanted me to add a line, and then like the tag for that was just sitting there. Sure. I swear.
Cool story, bro.
Fans on the other side of the room. All right. Well, last week on Dragon Ball Z, we followed up on the reunion with a long-lost friend. He had been gone for hours and hours. During that time, grew an impressive full beard.
Yeah, because wasn't he gone for like roughly a month?
I am not good at judging that sort of thing. I'm going to say probably roughly yes.
Well, at least he's not dead. And I know I missed the session at that point. Is this what we go? Yeah, we got over here to go visit some people, and then I think there was an attack.
Yes, there was.
Looked like a bunch of Yetis, if I'm not mistaken.
The Yetification happened, and then the Yetification ended.
I tried to get one of them to run away. I was successful, unsuccessfully.
No, you were successful. Spark, however, wasn't having it and chased him down and gave him a merciful slaughter death.
Wait, are we talking about the people you were trying to meet or the Yetis?
The Yetis.
The Yetis.
Got it. So the Yetis, were they the intelligent ones?
No.
Okay, so these are just savage Yetis.
Yes. But
A little bit.
I did convince one of them to run away. And then during the running away, y'all were like, nah, just kill him.
But if he runs away, he'll do this again some other time. Fuck that.
How will it learn? If it doesn't have consequences, the consequence is death.
As funny as it is, I kind of support the, dead Yeti is, yeah.
Were you going with the only good Yeti is a dead Yeti?
Not quite, because
Okay.
I know a couple of good Yetis.
All right.
I mean, if they don't
I have
talk
Yeti
initially,
friends.
like I've got Yeti friends, like 3.
Look, I just felt like he might have regretted his decision, especially after literally every single one of his other buddies was dead, and that he might enjoy going home to rethink his life.
Yeah, if he's not smart enough to read and understand things or form sentences, dead Yeti.
You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks.
That's right. Go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
During the encounter, one of the Brotherhood scribes was injured, most grievously. Doc came over to Assessor and immediately said, I can save her. We've got to get her back to base. And so that happened.
You said Brotherhood scribes, like Brotherhood of Steel?
Yes, sir. Okay, so there might be, yeah, because you were gone in the last session, so I'll let somebody else recap. Perhaps Torafu might be best because their character was instrumental in that whole thing.
Is there a reason we're helping the Brotherhood of Steel?
When I was up north, I ran along with them. I ran into them, and I helped them, and they helped me scout the area. Well, I came back down south to regroup with them and figure out what's going to happen with all the raiders and all the other bullshit up north. So, and then we were attacked.
And that's
And they
where
got
we
injured.
ran into you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because the last time we ran into them, and I don't mean these specific members, in case there's factions within the Brotherhood that I'm not aware of,
It was the
but
same people.
it's the same people who basically said, like, well, you're going to want to hand over your shit. I'm like, no, I'm not.
That was implied that they're on the hunt for technology and collect it. They made no overt threats or demands.
Yeah, I'm not. I will fight them to the death for my power armor suit because I'm sure that's a thing they'd like to have.
They're impressed. They particularly like the medical custom paint job. They made no mention of desiring it for themselves.
Yeah, it's the only way I can wander into a combat zone and pull people out alive. That's
Which you
literally the
did
reason I use it.
with Annabelle.
Mm-hmm.
She was actually brought to the clinic. Bloop. While
All right.
Tyler and Kelly were servicing her. Giggity. The others were scooped up. Jonathan brought them out. Said, "Hey, let's get to war planning." So they were brought over to the operations office, which is Steve's old place. And I do believe that is where we had left off.
Yeah, the new leader. It's a lady of the Cascadia settlement list of survivors. I think
Night.
it's Grace. Grace Thompson is the leader of the docks at the moment. He replaced Steve. Because Steve went over to Pike's place.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get up to speed again.
Oh, of course, yeah. There was a raider who was captured, and he got thrown into the cell with the lobotomist.
Excellent. I've got more spare parts. Great.
That has been alluded to. The Brotherhood has been casting a perpetually wary glance toward Mr. Houston, as they are quite untrustworthy, the ghoul condition. But Greg also presented himself like a gentleman. So their guns have been stayed for the moment.
I am always mighty friendly.
Oh, and I
Don't
think
walk up to them going,
too,
brains. You should be good.
as a prank.
Yeah, save the brains jokes for inside our house or something.
Yeah, speaking of inside the house, I do believe that Kelly's old room was bequeathed to Mr. Houston to use as
Yep.
for storage and sleep and comfort and the like when you guys are about.
What I try to do is build a little room on the side of the clinic for Kelly, so that she's not displaced.
Oh
Work that
yeah,
out with some
she
of the people.
spends all of her time there. She's made it comfortable, and because you're out and about so often, she kind of treats it like her own mansion. And as long as people don't have the sniffles, she can hang out in peace and quiet. She was very, very, very happy to see Mr. Buchanan return.
Yeah, she's got a thing for Mr. Buchanan.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
I don't
don't
find him
I do.
that way.
I'm a handsome motherfucker.
You are, but you're not my
And
kind
I
of handsome
happen to
motherfucker.
not be a mother.
I mean, Greg kind of speaks for
Uh,
both of us, really, at this point. I don't think I need to add anything to the conversation. I just feel like I'd be saying the same thing over again, but he'd do it better.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as the planning went, I do have this map. This is new to you as well, Mr. Profin.
Ooh. Let me zoom out on this. This looks great. I'm not sure what it is.
Yes. We
Okay,
were,
okay.
we're planning.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's the... Got
the
it. I see the
the
beacon,
yep.
a top-down view, and kind of a... Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the area I
So
was scouting.
yeah. So essentially, the general idea that was proposed, and it can be refined now with you guys all pitching in and making very specific plans, but the Brotherhood proposed that they would come in on the northeast side on that building
The
because on the
Experience Music Center,
complex
if I saw
there,
that
yes,
ding
Experience the
correctly.
Music
Okay.
Project, um, it looked like on the complex, the Raiders themselves are fairly numbered and they have been seen entering and exiting the Science Center, the theater building, and the Music Project building. And they, of course, proposed that if you guys want to get to the beacon, you're going to want to do it peacefully and without harassment. So said, well, if we hit the northwest side or the northeast side, you guys simultaneously infiltrate the Science Center building. We can try to meet in the middle, the House Theater, the Center House Theater, clear everything out, and then the beacon shall be available. Do what it is you want to do with it. A cool thing about this map, just to kind of slide it over, you might recognize other highlighted things. The docks are the State Ferry Terminal. That is where the main docks thing
Okay.
is. And then there are other
I have to
places
admit, it's a
here
cool
and there.
map.
Yeah, I'm a fan. You got Pike Place over there. You got the
Okay, Pike
library,
Place Public Apartment.
the government
That's where the
district
Eddies
over
currently
by
live.
City Hall.
Yeah,
Right.
it really points to the fact that we really haven't traveled that much in the wasteland. Literally just a
No.
few blocks.
Oh yeah, but when
Yeah,
it's
it's...
completely covered with snow and ice and the weather and
Oh, yeah.
everything, and there's been like a lot of
Yeah.
running around back and forth. Of course, this doesn't go further south, so it doesn't include like the Kingdom area and the square and everything. So there's a little bit more. But anyway,
Wouldn't that
I
be to
just
the
figured
east from this viewpoint?
from this viewpoint, yes.
Yeah.
I quite like the look of that church.
Oh yes,
Which
the
church?
St. James
Yeah.
Cathedral.
Yeah, I was
Oh, no.
that. That's totally
Yeah.
going to be a fucking area.
Yeah,
Like
that
my
is
base.
close to the medical district actually, across the highway there and stuff.
I see where Town Hall is now. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Tons of fun. Now,
Pacific
out of
Place.
game, this is a very modern depiction, so it won't represent what Seattle looked like in the 60s, and then will have evolved to in a very slightly different, atomic, retrofuturistic kind of way, but the main layout remains the same.
All in all, it's a pretty snazzy map.
I'm a fan. And it does, of course,
Top-down view
allude
to
to other things. If
pretty
you
dope.
can make it to Lake Union, there's a little naval station up there. You can see there's like another potential stadium in the vicinity where you're clearing out.
Yeah, it's just off from this map that you have on the other side here.
Yeah. Oh, Key Arena. That's what I was referring to. Key Arena is where the Sonics played before they moved to Oklahoma and became the Thunder because
Just
they
won a championship.
suck. I don't want to talk about it. In other news,
But I hear Seattle
He's
might
bitter.
get a team back.
they've been talking about it for a long time.
Yes, but they're actually
And
going to vote on expansion teams this summer.
oh, nice. I know that like with with sports and particularly football, teams don't like to travel to the Northwest, and that's why like this is an actual thing in history. It's why the referees like during the early 90s and stuff were way harsh and unfair with the Seahawks because if the Seahawks won, then they'd have to come back for the playoffs and stuff. Like there was an actual agenda to fuck them over, which is evident if you ever watch the games. Like I used to wonder, there's this one referee I absolutely hated, and he was like the head referee guy that came out, so naturally he gets all the blame. But yeah, they were just vicious and ruthless. And I say that as a fan, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but even like I don't know. There was a thing, worst NFL calls in history, and the top of the list was the entire Super Bowl when the Steelers beat the Seahawks because it's full of bullshit, shitty calls. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. So, this is the Beacon Complex, essentially. This is where rudimentary maps and scrawlings have been made. Plans can now be implemented. You guys are welcome to dive right into that. Add whatever you like. Also, to make any kind of preparations in town that you may want to do before making your way up there.
The helmet almost took a really severe beating, but it did okay. But yeah, I need my left leg, I think, is what needs some repair, and my helmet definitely. So I'll spend some time when I'm not checking on the patient. I'll ask Randy if he could like take a look at these two components and just fix them up. Let me know what I owe him.
Randy will recommend taking him over to Boots. He specializes in weaponry. Like he can hammer some dents out, but as far as the structural integrity, he recommends taking it over to
Right.
Boots.
Randy, we've done so much business together. I don't think of. I forget we have an armorer in the town, and it's not Boots's fault. You're the guy that comes to my mind every time I think of something useful.
He will appreciate that sentiment.
So I'm sorry. Hopefully that became off as the compliment it was intended, and I'm going to go see Boots. And he'll leave Randy and wander over. I'm like, hey, Boots.
Just the man I want to see.
Yep.
So it's up to you guys if you want to get into the planning or if you want to do some shopping and repair stuff. Let me
I
know
need shopping and repair
collectively
stuff. I
priorities
assume
there.
other people in the group. I assume others in the group might want to do the
Slide us
planning.
over here.
I would like to make some more
Greg.
robot repair kits.
Speaking of robots and repairs, this may be something that can be done very quickly and maybe doesn't need to happen now. But I have been preparing since I have came into existence to have myself a little robot friend. His name is Wilson, and he's been traveling on Penny. You might know Penny. That's my Brahmin over there. You know, she got her name because find a penny on the ground, pick it up, and all day long you'll have good luck. And she's been good luck for me. But now we're talking about Wilson. Wilson is my little robot friend, but he doesn't work right now, and I'm hoping that somebody might be able to patch him up real quick. and possibly make him useful, so he'll float around and take notes for me and whatnot.
There was a discussion about utilizing. Oh yeah, amphetamine is finding a penny on the ground. You can bet that. Yeah. There was talk about the ghouls being able to help facilitate robot creation and repair because they had a bunch of the parts and tools required for that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we
right.
just needed to
I
collect
remember
some
now.
parts from them, and
And
then
like out
between
of
Spark
game,
and
I was
I,
thinking
we could
like
do it.
around the time that you actually picked up the perk would be a perfect time for that to be air quotes job completed, as it were.
Excellent. Yes, that sounds great. I didn't know if I should like start the process now, and then when I pick up the perk, it's like bam, process done, or what. But yes, no,
That is the
we'll go with
smart
that.
way. We can even say that you had left Wilson with the ghouls for them to prioritize that, like make that their first kind of thing. Because
Yes.
Spark had gone out of his way to help in, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Spark was instrumental in like organizing parts, finding stuff, cataloging and everything, kind of getting it set up for a more functional use, if that makes sense.
Yes, that and radios.
Yeah,
Yes.
I made nice with the girl that hated me because we bonded over weed.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, moods immediately changed. Oh, that's right. Buchanan wasn't here for that whole thing. Yeah. Meeting the ghouls was a very fun thing.
yeah. I wouldn't. I don't know shit about it. I was lost in a snowstorm.
He was dead.
That's what they call it. Yeah, he just found a bunch of nose candy and was like, "Wee, I'm not sharing."
Lost in a snowstorm.
All
Like
comes back to
Buchanan
that.
gets a Brahmin. Well, like, what are you going to name me yours? Euphemism.
God damn it.
Double entendre. Remember, two heads.
Ha, good. I also like to like. I'm proud of myself for making the two-headed cow image, but making them Holstein style because in the Northwest, most cows are used for dairy as opposed to beef. And anyway,
Sure.
sometimes I come up with some cool art and I pat myself on the back. Yay me! Because
Well, that
two-headed
one's pretty dope.
animals with mid-journey is damn near impossible. Yeah,
And that one looks plausible-ish.
plausible-ish. That's what I'm going for in all things.
And it really looks like they were leaning into a camera lens. Like, what's that? That's pretty
That
cool.
is an incredibly complicated map there. Do you know what year that is from?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Indeed.
1947.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a couple. I don't know if they're that expansive. I love that it has the roads and stuff, like the street index.
Oh, is it an
I
old
don't think
like
I've seen
Seattle
that one.
map or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been fighting topographical maps of Seattle, Washington from the way back. Here's one that has all the land contoured into it.
Oh, cool. It's like the same map, but yeah, it's has the elevation on there. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
use as you will.
I have a bunch of maps that I acquired of Seattle,
Hey, let's start a
but
petition to get Mercer
not
Island
those
to be
ones.
renamed back to East Seattle.
You can call it whatever you want. Ain't no one gonna stop you.
Anyway,
But there is I think provided by Smooka in the handouts. There's a whole bunch of information about pre-war Seattle. Like there's a whole dedicated folder to pre-war Seattle, the Duwamish tribe, the districts. How much do I have about the Woodland Park Zoo? Ah, a bunch. That's because that is DLC content that you guys get to enjoy after taking care of the beacon, or before, but it looks like probably after, given current things going on.
Is like
Yes.
Fallout DLC where we've got to pay for it, or is it like No Man's Sky DLC where it just comes out and we get it?
It's just going to come out and you'll get it.
Nice.
Man's Sky. Very good. Good.
An expansion pack, if you will.
I'm
Yeah,
all
that
for
one. And then
overloading.
I planned for the two major DLC that I wanted to have was the Woodland Park Zoo and then Vault 8, which is Mount St. Helens.
Dope.
Holy shit.
I mean, I don't think you need a priest when you poo, but I mean, you do you, buddy.
I
That
was
is
in
the
the middle of trying
coolest
to think
map
of
I have
a holy
seen.
shit joke.
No, it looks like it's off of a Pip-Boy, like it's actually from a game map in Fallout. Oh, that is so cool.
Hey, do you want a good quality dad joke there, Joe?
What's that?
So, I was at a restaurant, and the waiter came up and asked me if I wanted a box for my food. I looked at him and said, "No, not really. I don't like to fight."
Yeah, I've been thinking about toying about something in Texas because I found shit like that.
Oh, that's cool too. Lone Star.
Right?
Houston doesn't have an H. It's Houston now.
Yeah, I like shit like that.
Greg Houston.
Just as it sounds, Houston.
This has got Pflugerville. Oh, it looks like Killeen is just a little bit north, right? Just slightly
Does
off
Colleen
map.
get to keep the K?
It does.
Nice.
No, it's not represented on the map. It's just a little ways north of the border on this map. It's awesome. I really want to implement that Seattle one just because it's already Fallout themed. Well, while you guys are
That's why I
talking
gave it to you.
about what's that?
That's why I gave it to you. Use it, you will.
It's pretty sweet. Oh, and also a side note, thank you for the encouragement of the Word++ program. I had to utilize that again today for, I don't know,
Oh,
things and
Notepad plus
stuff.
plus?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Word++ is fucking useful, dude.
or yeah, Notepad++. But yeah, just like
No,
before, I was having issues and I was like, what the hell? And no explanation. Then popped it out and did some tinkering and everything was right as rain.
That hypertext markup is fucking great.
Yeah, I
While
used it
unplugging
when
your
I was
stuff.
writing pseudocode in college.
I used to use it when I was a game master because it had tabs and everything. I could just
Mhm.
write out an HTML site or just keep notes in there and color code them as I saw fit.
I have not used it at all for notes, actually. I've only used
It's
it
stupid
for
useful.
programming, for correcting stuff when building terminal things.
Sure.
We're gonna turn Josh here into a minor programmer before long.
I disagree. I had a lot of fun copy pasting HTML back when there was MySpace, and that is the extent of my programming experience. There is so much to know, it's beyond me. Not at my age. I need to learn Spanish, not C++. Anyway, I digress. Here's that sweet map I was talking about. I just love that it's, yeah, Fallout themed.
It is very much Fallout themed. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, Space Needle, like, that's the beacon. It's got Woodland up there. Underground Tour. Safeco, or no, CenturyLink. Between Safeco and CenturyLink, because the Kingdom existed for both purposes, but the Kingdom fell apart, so that doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, yeah, I absolutely love that map. It just looks sweet.
The
And it's
Japanese
inspiring,
garden.
right? Oh, the gardens are pretty cool.
It even gives you a wider area because you got the islands to the east,
Mm-hmm.
woodlands in the
Mm-hmm.
north and south.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I like it. I dig it. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
But that, segue aside, very easily distracted today. Squirrel.
Yeah, after I drop my stuff off at the guy, I'm going to go back and just maintain watch over my patient.
Luckily, a lot of the wounds are superficial. She did lose a lot of blood, but because you're able to get her quickly to medical, she does have a couple of sprained bones and such, maybe cracked rib or two, but nothing is permanently broken. You've got
Right. So when it
proper
comes to
medicines and
replacing
antibiotics
blood,
and stuff. Uh-huh.
um, I'm going to check hers with the 2 guys I have in lockup. And basically what I
Mm.
want to do is blood type the 3 of them.
So let me get a medical roll,
Sure thing.
and let me get 2, one for each of them.
All right. And then 1 for her. So like 3.
Just the 2 for now.
Right, just a 2. Got it. I'm assuming the difficulty is 2 like normal.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, I don't have anything extra. I'm sure we have it in the pool, but all right. I got a action point back. I'll shove that right there in case I need it.
Now, I would like to remind you that you can use an action point to get extra information.
Sure, I would if like they have diseases or something that could be detrimental if I use them as a blood supply. That would
Yes. If you would like to use that action point, you can apply it to your result. Otherwise, you can store it. It's
I'll
up to
just
you.
apply it to the result in case they do. In case that one, because I'm assuming I have to do the same thing for the other one.
Yes.
Is his blood compatible? Yes or no? And then 2, do I have to treat it to make sure it's not diseased? I guess is the 2 questions that I'm looking for.
There you go.
All right. Can I purge the STDs?
Yes. But it
Okay.
means that will take some time. So that means, unless you wanted to postpone your leaving of the docks and heading to the Beacon District, you will have to leave Annabelle behind.
I will stay and take care of my patient before heading to anything like that. So when someone comes to find me, I will explain that point to whoever is assigned to let me know about stuff.
Well, Kelly would be well versed in taking care of her. It's just a matter of it'll
Okay.
take time to clear it out. So that's all. She just has to wait a little bit longer. Has to do with how eager everybody is to get moving. If you're going to be heading out in the morning, that's different
Definitely no
than
time.
let's take a couple days to rest up and stay fed, get warm, get our
I'm
equipment
hoping
fixed,
that's the
everything like
plan,
that. Up to
but
you
I will
guys.
absolutely bring Kelly in and show her like this is what we're doing. This person's blood is compatible, but we got to purge the extra bugs he's got in his blood to make sure it'll work with her.
So Kelly
Um,
will be
I'm
impressed because she has heard about that procedure, but in the vault, everyone was pretty clean and disease free, so that the opportunity never came up to actually see it in practice.
okay. Yeah, well, outside of the vault, stuff's real dirty. Um, and I'm not even trying to make a bad joke or an inappropriate one. It's just, it sucks.
Yep, sure does.
Yeah, he really kind of looks at Kelly like a little sister. She's pretty, but there's just nothing there for him to be interested in.
Yeah, she's pretty, and she comes off as being a little bit dumb and naive, but when
But
she's
she's not.
actually pushed on very specifically medical things, she was well trained. It's almost like a second nature, and she pulls out a familiarity that definitely is contrary to the rest of her personality. Because if you tried to show her like a lightsaber, she would look into the tube and stuff like an idiot. Because that's
What's
what
this
Luke
button do?
does
Point it away.
the
Point it
first
away.
time he looks at a lightsaber. Anyway, so yeah, she'll be
Okay.
useful in that capacity.
And then I'd like to do the check on the other schmuck to see whether he's compatible or not.
Go for it.
All right, we're gonna do the same
But
thing.
he actually is going to need some medical attention too. He got beat down pretty well.
Oh, okay. Well, first I'm just gonna check to make sure he's compatible or not compatible, and then we'll deal with him next. All right. So this is all about the compatibility, and if I get the 3, then obviously I'm gonna ask about the diseases they may have. Okay. The exact same answers. Like, are they compatible with her? If they're not, do they have diseases that need to be treated?
There you go.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. I would imagine that would be a really hard thing. It's going to be easy to donate stuff to him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And out of game, because I'm not a doctor, I just play one on TV. I don't know. I
Right.
think that O negative is the universal donor, and then there's like a
Right. It's
universal
AB
recipient
positive.
type. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the recipient's AB. I'm pretty sure it's AB positive. The only reason I know the universal donor thing is because I am.
Oh, well,
Hey,
there
me
you
too.
go. Nice. Well, then you guys are selfish for hoarding gold in your veins and not sharing with the rest of the world. But I'm done lecturing you now.
Yeah, you know what pissed off everybody at the plasma center when I had an injury in one of my arms and it broke my bone enough that marrow seeped into my bloodstream.
Ooh, scary.
So what that basically means is I can no longer donate.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I got a
that's
couple
terrible.
tattoos. I think they said that
That
keeps me from
stops you for a
donating
while. Not forever, just for a couple of years.
just until it's definitely not infected.
Yeah. They
Oh,
basically
okay.
need at least a year for you. They prefer 18 months, but a year is typical in most states.
No, I see.
Goose, of course, working in parallel industry there, right on top of it with the the chart. You should probably hang this in your office, Mr. Profin.
Nice.
Right, I am just hanging that on the wall. And then can I? Nice. Ah, all right, cool. So I just hung that on the wall in your meta
Oh, so if we
clinic.
go to the map in the meta clinic, it's on there somewhere.
Yes. Here, let me slide over. That way you can see it. So
Love
it's
it.
hanging above the
Love
bed.
it.
And then if you click on it, I don't know if you guys can do it. Can you guys hold shift and hit Z to see a bigger picture of like tokens and stuff? Or is that only something I can do as the GM?
I think it's something you do. Although, hold on, let me. Yeah, I can hold Shift Z and then
Oh,
click
wait.
and.
Let me. Okay, I just changed it to where it can be controlled by all players.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can. Oh, maybe I can now. No, it just creates the red, green, and blue bubbles around it, and then the settings and stuff, but it doesn't actually pop up.
Like click it and then hold shift and hit Z, like while it's highlighted.
Yeah. Control Shift. Oh,
I just did it myself. Sorry, that was me.
oh, okay. I thought I did it. I'm like, well, shit.
Yay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I almost had something.
Yeah. So yeah, if ever you want like a token to be zoomed in on or anything, like that's something I guess I can do and you can't. And I apologize. It's not a setting I can enable for you or I would. Even when you have full control. So tons of fun learned in regards to blood types and compatibilities. Annabelle is in very good hands. Those of Kelly and Tyler. She'll be well on her way toward recovery.
I will ask for slightly nicer meals to be made to the. If I have to strap him down in order to heal him, I'll take him out of the cell and put him in the clinic. But he'll be bound to the table. The one raider who's
It's up
damaged.
to you if you want to move him to the clinic or not. Since his
I'll move him to
capture,
the clinic
he
since he's
has
being.
been remarkably cooperative. So the
I'll
conditions
make
of
it
the
clear to
jail
him.
cell aren't terrible.
No, but because I have to treat him, I don't want to treat him in the jail cell.
Okay, you certainly
Yeah,
can if
so I
you
want
want.
to. I'll move him to the clinic, but I'll make it very clear. I'm going to cuff you down to the table just because I don't trust you. So just so we're clear about that, I absolutely intend to treat you and make you healthy, but I don't trust you.
Sure.
I suggest bringing one of the guards with you.
Initially, to help me clamp him down to one of the chairs or a place, yeah. And then I'm going to make sure, because the other guy, I'm assuming, didn't bitch too much when I took a blood sample from him.
Oh, he has been treated in such a way that he doesn't want to get that full cavity search that was provided by Buchanan when he first arrived. So he over cooperates and is friendly and really wants to be
Nice.
let out, wants to be a part of the community and stuff. Absolutely nobody trusts him. And he's even like, hey, like, I know about psychology and brain stuff. Like, I read a book. I know how to read.
Yeah, but we're not
That's
looking
already
for
ahead of most of these
we're not looking
cavemen.
for gray matter casserole. So no. Oh yeah, thanks. I'll use
Ooh,
the heavy duty restraints in the party loot.
good grab by Spark there. Just saying.
Yeah, I'll hang that next to the blood chart. Like, all right, so we can either do this the easy way, or the hard way. And the hard way actually is physically easier. And then he points at the bone saws. I can get your blood that way. I just get a bowl and you'll spill into it. The easy way is actually a little harder because I got to get a needle into your arm and you have to not move and bitch.
He will cooperate.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
He even goes as far as to tell you a couple of where the best veins are that he uses when he uses chems.
No, I appreciate that. You know your own body better than probably a lot of people. Just so we're clear,
One of
I'm
those
probably
sites
going to be
is
weaning.
clean. Two of the sites are infected.
Right. I'm going to be working on getting you off of those chems. Because if you're going to take them, there's safe ways to do it and there's not safe ways to do it.
Deep within the ghoul underground, Alexei lets forth a boo.
Well, I mean, deep in the Ghoul Underground, his reply is, I need to get him to use them straight before I can let him meet you as your Padawan. So calm down. Like, you'll have them soon enough. And I'll explain it to him that, like, I don't really care that you take chems, just so we're clear. But the way you're doing it is making infections in your system, and it's not safe. So if you're gonna continue taking drugs, there's ways to do it to keep your body clean. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, I just want you to do it right.
You can tell that he's kind of not interested in what you're saying, but going along with it. It's kind of like, yeah, whatever you say, do what you got to do. His spirit is a little bit broken, but he's also glad to be getting formal medical attention for the rest of his wounds and such. So,
Yeah.
again, he is cooperative, but a little bit dismissive of the details. He kind of waves his hand, yep, whatever you want. Put my leg
Fine.
like this, okay.
When you start going through withdrawal symptoms in a couple weeks and start bitching, I'm going to remind you we had this conversation where I tried to warn you about this. Responsible drug use is important.
The more you know.
Yep.
All right. So, Boots will be able to be working on getting your armor repaired for the power armor pieces.
Oh, and fair warning, if Boots even has the slightest sniffle, I am at his shop. Like, here's some tea and some soup. Here's some Brahmin milk. You know, like, you feeling better? Is that good? You want some honey with that? You know, because he's working on his armor. Like, anything you
Oh, yeah.
need that's medically inclined, buddy, let me know. I'll wake the
Um,
fuck up out of a cold sleep.
yeah, you are pleased to find like everybody in the complex is in pretty good health. Even like there's been an improvement in diet and stuff. It seems that Kelly has been very subtly kind of influencing stuff. Like she'll kind of see somebody using a dirty fork and be like, you should maybe clean that off first. And like little kind of hints here and there. And already creating an improvement. People are rosy cheeked and energetic. Welcome back, Spark. So, a good and healthy population is a productive population. So, yes, with Tyler having his hands full, what will Spark and Greg and Torafu, what will you guys want to be up to as far as, since we're going to be getting into the collective group planning phase here in a bit, what would you like to address, re equipment and things and stuff of that nature, if any?
Well, I don't know how long it's been since I requested somebody work on my grenade thrower, but that might be something I look into and then possibly afford to purchase more grenades to throw.
Yeah, so you had put in the request for that some time ago. Randy is going to have that ready. That's the like dog ball thrower thing that you had kind of come up with, the
Yeah,
addle or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So yes, that will definitely be ready for you.
Excellent. Then I'm going to go to Randy and say all of the kind words to Randy because the man must just be a genius. Look at the solid work that he has completed here.
Oh, he's very proud, very eager to show it off. Yeah, look here. You can see, you can pinch down a little bit on the ends to accommodate different sizes of grenades. So if you have to bend it a little bit, kind of like a spaghetti spoon that has
Oh
the
yeah,
like the forks around it, kind of similar to that, where you can kind of pinch it down and then, of course, force will lob it out. So it's
excellent.
flexible, but also sturdy. Like it isn't gonna, like if you keep bending it back and forth, it's not gonna get weak and bend and break off like a comb tooth or something. It's just
Uh,
flexible
and so
aluminum on that part.
if I am building this weapon in my player sheet, what are we calling this thing?
I would call it an atlatl.
I couldn't even begin to spell that.
A D. I will ask Google and spell it wrong, and then Google will correct me. Oh, it's a T.
Oh,
there's Spark.
Atlanta,
Bam,
Atlanta.
on it.
Got it.
ATL, ETL. Originally
Okay.
comes from the Aztec language. Interesting. But yeah, it'll
I'm
be
gonna
like
call it a grenade atlatl.
perfect.
It is a throwing type. The attribute would be, oh, what is my throwing attribute?
Throwing.
Agility. Throwing. Skill is throwing. And fire rate?
1.
1.
Or 0, 1. Yeah.
Okay.
It is not built to throw multiple grenades at once, unless they're
Right.
very, very small. In which point,
ammo type, I assume, will be grenade.
yep.
Damage type, explosion? Is there an explosion?
I don't think so, because it's a way of delivering the grenade itself. Using that weapon, it's essentially going to reduce the difficulty of your roll when you're throwing, because you're able to be more accurate. So it's
Mhm.
not actually increasing damage itself, because that is done purely by the grenade. So some of that is going to be like placeholder stuff when it comes to customizing the item.
Okay, so damage in this one in particular is going to be 0.
Mhm.
Unless I guess hit somebody over the head with it, which I feel like would be a bad idea. But okay, after that, should I write anything for effects?
Not under effects, but under the description. Yep, Goose has got it. Perfect right there.
Yep.
With a grenade in it. Perfectly housed. It even has like the little teeth on there to grab it. Perfect.
Yep.
You'll want to put decrease difficulty of throwing check by 1. Just so that's posted in there as a reminder when you're using it.
Okay.
Let me see. Does the throwing... Trying to remember. Let me check something real quick. That's thrown.
Does it have any qualities?
Not in particular.
Okay.
So the range of a grenade is medium. So under the description, put no penalty at range L, which is long. So you either have a decreased difficulty at its preferred range, or regular difficulty for throwing it further instead of increasing the difficulty. If that is making sense.
I believe so.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So, like, if I'm throwing it medium, it is
-1
easier.
to the difficulty, yes.
And if I'm throwing it long, it is the same difficulty as it was throwing it medium.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Then there's a button here for weapon mods. I assume I'm not
Ignore
modding
that.
any
Yep.
of this. Yeah. Okay.
Leave all that alone.
And I think that's it. Do I just see what happens if I click that button? There we go. Yes, grenade addle. Does oh no, Randy. Does Randy
Yeah.
have grenades that I can purchase or trade to obtain?
I've only got 3 left.
Only 3. Well, 3 is better than nothing. I will definitely take those 3 if you are willing to part with them, good friend.
Of course. What I'm here for.
If those 3 were to cost a number of caps, how many caps
50.
would it be? 50 caps. All right.
Now, out of game, your friends have become very familiar with him, and so would probably get a deal. You're new in town, so you'll have to schmooze him a little bit more to get some deals. But yeah, 50 caps per grenade, and I'm putting that into the chat there. Now, you should have a bartering skill,
I do.
which you can employ.
What if I traded him one of my 2 bows? They're only worth 44, but it's a weapon for a weapon.
So it would be he would take that and trade for one.
Okay, I could also
If you can make your
attempt
bartering
to
check.
speak to barter. Yes.
Yeah.
um,
You got anything else to trade?
barter.
He's testing the string on the bow.
Okay, no additional
Gives it a
dice.
satisfied nod. Ooh-wee.
How many successes did I need for this barter?
Only 2, so you're able to bank
Okay,
an AP there.
bank 1.
Yep.
Excellent, because I was at 0, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
And then,
let's this up.
yeah, so because your nature, being friendly, he doesn't appear to be bothered by your ghoulish nature, and you're also very polite, very proper, friendly, and you have weapons to trade, so you have made a new friend.
I'm very good at making friends.
So for the other 2 grenades, would you like to go straight caps, or do you have anything else fun to trade?
Let's see. I have a flare gun that's worth 50.
Mm-hmm.
And a tire iron I'm probably never going to use, and that's worth 25. So altogether, we've got a 44, a 50, and a 25, which is less than the 150. But
He kind of
I feel
gives
like I
a
might be
cockeyed
able
view,
to.
and he says, "You're in good company. Your friends done a lot for this settlement. I'll take it."
Well, that's mighty kind of you, my good friend. And rest assured that I will be back here as many times as possible to hopefully partake in your services further. I mean, you just can't beat good customer service, you know?
Oh yeah. And you can come here for repairs on your weapons too. I'll get
Okay,
started
so let
on
me
making some more grenades in the meanwhile.
flare gun and tire iron. Gone. Excellent. I can't remember now. I think I threw some knives. Did I have 8 or 10 knives that were my special knives? Um, well, I guess now it doesn't matter because I didn't apparently say I went to go pick them up. So now I have 8.
Let's go with 8. Tell you what. Roll a d20 for me. Call high or low. Or sorry, even or odd.
Okay.
This is
I
fate.
will call. Let's call odd. 1d20. 8 it is.
Would have been 9, but the knife that Tyler pulled out of the raider boss to get it detached from the bone and stuff, he had to kind of mangle it, so it is no longer useful.
Darn.
There were other priorities. But hey, it can be chopped down, melted down, turned into shrapnel for more grenades. So there's that.
My grenades, I assume they were just standard frag grenades.
Yes, sir.
3 of those.
And if you don't already have those on your sheet, you should be able to drag and drop from the compendium.
Too bad there was no real internet back then, because I would have called the frag grenade a group email.
I may be an idiot. I'm trying to figure out how to remove like the bow, the flare gun, and the tire iron from my weapons list on my core page.
Go down to the bottom right where it says modify, and
there we
then
go.
trash cans will be provided.
There we go.
Yep.
Bow gone. Flare gun. Gone. Tire iron. Gone. Done. Okay, perfect. So if I want to throw a grenade with my Atlatl, I will hit this here grenade button.
Yep.
I assume, or the Atlatl button.
Yep.
But then when I roll damage, it's not going to give me anything, is it?
It should not. You'll want to use the damage from the grenade itself, which has the burst property and stuff. Like that's a whole other conversation. But yeah.
How do I do that then? Like let's just pretend I've thrown something with my Atlatl. I have 2 successes here. So I've hit the thing. How do I roll the damage?
So on your character sheet where it says under weapons, where it says frag grenade, you'll see the happy face dice in the middle column where it says 6 and happy face dice. You just click that there happy face. It'll roll up damage for you in the chat.
Excellent. Okay, that makes it so easy. It's like they thought about all this sort of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That roll damage button, not associate?
No, because he doesn't have actually damage listed on the Atlatl. It's just there.
Yeah.
So I can throw the frag grenade by myself as well.
Yeah, because you can use different grenades for it. I mean, for now you could just put in the frag grenade damage amount, but if you get other grenades later, it could be inaccurate. So
I'm
really, that's up to you.
on...
If you want to use, like for now, it might even be helpful to put in the frag grenade damage just for the sake of, I mean, if that's the only one you have.
It is, but the next thing I was going to ask is when do we make a trip over to the baseball diamond so I can pick up some baseball grenades?
Yes. Well, that'll be when you visit the Kingdom, and they will have a bunch of extra sporting equipment there. Or if you wait long enough, you can put in a request with the trade network, and it'll just bring them along.
I guess we haven't really discussed when we're planning on going on this excursion, very violent excursion. Do I have long enough to request it from the trade network, or is this like we're out of here tomorrow morning?
It looks like you'll be waiting a couple days here at the docks, but that will not be enough time to put in that request. So it would be a
you're probably looking at a week or two to get
post-excursion kind of thing.
Okay. Well,
but for now, if you want to make that adjustment, the damage for frag grenades is 6.
Okay.
And then I guess under effects, you'd want to put in blast. We already know what thrown does, but I will put that into the chat here. What blast does. You can copy paste the whole thing or not. You can just call it blast and we can reference it in the compendium and stuff, but that is the grenade effect when damage happens, because it targets a zone rather than a single target, etc. Blah blah.
I just type blast.
Yep.
Okay. And save. All right. Good enough for me.
Cool. All right, and I'm still seeing flare gun on your sheet. I don't know if you are intending that or if you had an extra.
when you say you see it on a sheet, are you talking
Sorry.
about in the weapon section or the like?
Yes, I think I actually did have 2 flare guns. They were in
Okay.
2 different spots though. It didn't say like quantity 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Let
can
me
leave it
just
there.
make
Doesn't
sure.
bother me.
Let
You
me
have
look at my
2
other spot where I
flares
got
for
stuff.
ammo.
Okay, under my
Okay.
other weapons, I actually got rid of all of my flare guns, I guess. So I think that was an extra one by mistake. I don't think I have a flare gun anymore. So let me get rid of that.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check, help you keep your weapons thing less cluttered. Alrighty
Okay,
then.
looks good.
Cool, cool. All right, so that should all be good to go then. All right. So Greg is having a nice visit with Randy, getting his addle set up and getting a few extra grenades. What will Spark be up to for immediate needs of purchase and or over the next couple days, general supply acquisition? I did hear earlier that you were concerned about or had an interest rather, in the robot repair kits.
Yep.
So, posted in the Roll20 chat, there are the required materials. You do have the means to get them created here. Has a complexity of 4. Rarity of the items themselves is common. Because of your familiarity in being a robot yourself, I would apply a special difficulty of 2 for you to create those. With your crafting skill.
Yeah, I can take some uncommon from town inventory if they would be okay with that.
Town inventory is completely open to you guys because you provided the means for them to even have a town material. And you've used, with very unselfishly, a lot of the material to create electricity and plumbing here. So they're like, yeah, take whatever extra you need. Like, you've greatly increased the comfort and security of our lives. You have full access. You guys have also contributed to that, so it's almost like
Yeah, like
borrowing it
food,
back.
resources. It's
Yeah.
like
Extra bodies, like, yeah.
we're like, can I get 2 uncommon materials? And they're like, yeah, sure. I mean, you guys did plumbing and
Don't
there's a medical clinic.
underestimate the medical clinic is big. That charging station is going to be big. Don't underestimate the value of coffee.
Oh yeah, that was something that Tyler was like, let's go. I've made friends with one set of ladies with coffee. I've made a whole nother set of friends with the weed. We're down.
I'd be got enough rares between, well, mainly the city. I can make 2 of them. Can attempt to at least.
Cool. Also, too, I don't have the recipes in front of me because I don't have the book open. But if you do look at the Wastelanders book, I'm pretty sure we'll have the breakdown for items. Like a telephone has components, insert quantity and rarity here, etc. I'll go ahead and get that open so that I can reference as well. Do. Wanderer's Guidebook, that's what I meant. I don't know why I keep on calling it Wasteland. Anyway. And let's get 2-page view, show cover page. All right, so page 120 has junk. And then, well, it goes to 121 and then on and on. but you can see the components of very specific things as far as glass and copper and stuff like that. And then salvage. And if you look at the salvage page on 126, you can see what is listed as rare. So if you can pull out like acid, antiseptic, asbestos, ballistic fiber, circuitry is a good one because that'll be in a phone. And applies to specifically what you're doing because it's circuitry. At any rate, it's a lot of different tables with the household items and components, so it might be a little bit tedious to sift through that. But it is mostly alphabetical, so that can help. Even between the tables, like household items 2 goes from C to O, and then household items 3 goes P to T. So that's helpful. And you have all the time in the world to break those things down, so no worries about that. Apologies in advance for the tedium, that's all.
Fun times.
Very fun times. And then, note to self, I'll make sure to be handing out more of these household items so you guys can tear them apart. Where was... Ooh, the hot plate has circuitry. Radio, but we talked about that. Radios are actually rare. Well, for the sake of the two-way communication, I guess a regular radio to receive transmissions is less so. The telephone is under workplace items and it has 2 circuitry. And copper and fiberglass, which are both uncommon. So one telephone provides half of what you need for a repair kit. Then you need fusion cells and common, but common is common. I digress. Definitely scour. You can break apart like any of the other extra stuff that you've found too. If you have a question on anything, I'm glad to provide answers.
At the moment, I'm fine with just making the 2.
Okie doke.
Or having someone else head it up and I assist. For my science is only 3.
If anyone has a higher science skill than 3,
Oh, I do.
Yeah, Greg's gonna be useless. My science is a big old fat 0.
yeah, it looks
What do you need me
like
to do?
Smooka also has a 3. Um, being the primary in crafting a couple of robot repair kits.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, either him or me.
Yeah, I can do that for you. What do you need me to roll? Science and intelligence?
Yep.
Just a difficulty of 2.
Yep. Because of the assist from Spark. It has a complexity 4, so normally it would have that higher difficulty of 4, but
Well, as long as he gets 1
stay on the
success,
draw.
we would make the normal difficulty. I got
Roll
three
Um,
to
successes.
assist.
if your roll to assist gives you a success, then I'll say that you can make both of them with that one roll, and you're good to go.
You got a success.
Awesome. There you go. You
And
are
then up to
now
3.
the proud owner of 2 fresh, functional robot repair kits. Very nice.
Very nice.
Cool.
I guess spend the rest of my free time installing the sterilizer in the medical clinic. I don't know if I've done that one yet.
Ooh, very nice. Oh, is that the sterilizer machine that you found
Yes.
at the hospital?
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited.
The small autoclave.
Happy, glowing. Throw your keys in there. Clean tools are happy tools. All right, well, that will be an awesome feature. Tyler, if you want to coordinate with Spark on that device and its function details, welcome to do so. I know that you were keeping like a separate inventory / log for the medical, what's available there. So,
Yeah, I know it's here somewhere. There it
yeah,
is. Docs.
perfecto.
Medical clinic. Goose, can you send me just a PM with what the details are about that?
Do. I want to say I already did that, and I might have put it in your medical clinic already.
Okay, go ahead and take a look because I'm seeing we actually have a coffee grinder in there and a small bookshelf, a micro fridge, some bags of coffee.
There it is, flash machine.
Is it under upgrades to make or
It's in your medical clinic, towards the bottom.
towards the bottom?
Yeah, where the text starts going a little bit to the right because copy and
Oh,
pasting.
under cryogenic storage unit, I see sterilization kit.
Yeah, sterilization kit
Flash machine. There it is. Okay.
and flash machine.
Nice.
Yeah, I just posted it in the out of game.
Yeah, I know the surgical
Autoclave.
robot nurse handy is actually at Pike's place now.
Yep, that can probably
I'm
be removed.
wondering if I
Yeah,
can
go ahead
get
and remove that.
one. Ah,
We
perfect.
should probably
I
put that on the
wanted to
Pike's
get
place
one
thing.
with a transparent background. I have found one.
Oh, they're nice machines. Like two trays, 40 minutes. You got some sterile shit.
Love it.
And they got a self-contained boiler.
And I think I'm going to put that right underneath that medical shelf there. Make sure it's grounded on the floor. Slide it in there. Cool. I've now added it under the shelf in the medical clinic.
I love it.
Me too. I love little things like that. All right, cool. So that is awesome. That will be up and running and raring to go. Mr. Torafu, I don't believe we have heard from you yet. RE preparations or purchases, anything like that?
He's probably gonna relax, talk strategy, sell some fucking party inventory, buy ammo. What part of inventory are we wanting to sell people?
You can use that too for direct trade for ammo, if appropriate.
Huh?
Sorry about that.
Uh, Unless people have something else in mind, I am going to type out what I'm going to sell. You tell me how much it is. We have the variable set of bullshit.
And do you know off the top of your head what kind of ammo you're looking for?
Scrap scattering. We have our party uses all types.
All right, so we'll take a moment, compile all of that. Quicker for me to type into the compendium and bounce off of that. What is heavy raider arm? All right, and then, so I've got the cost of everything. Oh, this doesn't follow. My calculator sucks. It doesn't follow order of operations. All right, so I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently. Thank you for bearing with me. It's easy there. All right. All things mathed and accounted for. He's offering you 75% value instead of 50 on the trade-in because you guys are awesome. And of course, he'll work a deal with Boots for armor pieces and stuff. But most importantly, 1,200 caps in value for the trade-in.
The ammo I'll be looking for is shotguns, 45. I don't know if anyone in the party uses 308s and fusion cells.
Remind me again, I got the shotgun shell, the fusion cell. What were the other ammo types?
10 mil, 45, and 50. I know Sluka uses fusion. I use pretty much every fucking thing I can get my hands on. And I don't know what kind of guns the other party members have.
All right,
I will
well,
still have that laser pistol you gave me.
So fusion. Okay.
I've got 4 fusion cells at the moment, so
Just stock it up on ammo. I'm going to put it all in party loot. So grab it. Yeah, after I'm done buying, everything goes in the party loot. And y'all just grab whatever you want.
and that was 0.38 or 0.308. Sorry.
308.
Okay.
We don't actually even need shotgun or 308 because we got a lot of it in the party inventory already.
Well, okay.
Focus mainly on 10 mil, 45 and 50 and fusion cells.
Alrighty. And 50. All right, there is the cost of everything. So you are welcome to multiply and chop that up however you like. What is available for your trade? And that as even as possible with the amount of caps available. If you go a few over, like if you hit 1230 or something, I'm not going to worry about those extra 3 caps. Nor is
If we
Randy.
have 800 caps in the party inventory, I'll fucking just pay for it. Let's start with the top one. Fusion cells, 3 each. Let's get
Well, you
10
do
of those
have
motherfuckers.
that 1,200 that comes from the trade-in. So
I
I
know.
mean, oh, you're saying any extra you'll cover? Okay, gotcha. All right. While you're doing the math there, it is a perfect time for us to take a quick bio break. If in people need more coffee, soda, bathroom, anything at all. Now's the perfect time for that. If you guys would like to meet back here in about 5 to 10.
You got it, boss.
Muy excelente. I will go to mute and see you guys shortly. I have returned.
Come back.
Come back.
Excellent. I see Buchanan has been crunching some numbers there. Greg is typing.
Like pulling a boat down a raft. Huh.
And Tyler is back. Well, with things being stocked, ready to go, I reckon what remains is any specific planning then on approaching the beacon complex. As far as the meantime, the 3 remaining Brotherhood members have offered to go the night before, and they can meet you at a predetermined location, but they will be able to kind of keep an eye on the grounds. Just a general scout the area, be ready, note any anomalies or anything.
As I understand it,
The raider that we have captured, do we know if he is from around this area at all?
He is not. Those raiders came from the south, actually.
So not the direction that
The
we were
deep
going in.
south. Yes, the beacon is to the north. They are unaffiliated.
Darn.
Far from Alabama, aren't you, buddy?
I miss my sister cousin wife.
Bet you do. How's your mom aunt doing?
She's good. Her and my brother just had their second child. Gross.
you're my
I always
cousin, brother.
think about that X-Files episode. Ugh.
Can I want to sort of kill two birds with one stone here. The first bird I want to kill is that I have a goal to interrogate an NPC. We have a perfect NPC to interrogate in a raider. And I would like to get as much information off of this raider as I possibly can about raider types. You know, maybe do they know him at all? Did they go to any raider cons? That sort of a thing.
RaiderCon 2024.
So I'm gonna sneak up behind the cage and slam my hands on it and say in my
Good.
best Batman intimidation voice. Uh, to start off by confusing him as much as possible.
Can you please roll for me your speech skill?
Well, just so happens I am all right at speech. Hang
And just to confirm, are you interrogating the lobotomist or the raider boss that is at? Because the raider boss is at the medical center. He is the one who was recently encountered in the ambush outside of the ghoul underground entrance
Oh,
that you guys came out of. The
I was under the
lobotomist has
impression they
been,
were both in the cage.
they were for a while.
The raider
I moved
the
one
raider
because
boss.
he
Okay,
had blood that I could use.
yeah,
Okay, yes, the
and
raider
had
boss. So
injuries himself. All
yes.
right, so what he will be able to tell you then is that his gang was an offshoot. They were essentially sent north to scout for food supplies. They had thought that they had seen activity in the area, but couldn't locate any kind of hideout. What you personally know is that they were likely looking for one of those entrances to the underground, but because they're well hidden, they were unable to do so. And you guys just happened to come out when they were on the same block there and just scouting around. They will, if you would like to spend your extra action point, I can tell you more. Or you can bank that action point, and
Um.
you won't have much else to say.
Yes, I will spend that action point.
All right, so in the south, there are two things that the Raiders have found to their advantage. One is that there is a particular Duwamish settlement that they were able to strong arm, and they're allowing them to kind of live autonomously, but they come for regular harassment. They have been keeping them well fed with seafood. They don't offer much in the way of survival tactics or equipment because they live off of the land and their ways are. The Duwamish people are a lot more patient. The Raiders more about instant gratification. On the other side of that coin, they were able to utilize from an old military base some equipment that gave them an edge and allowed their particular raider group to consolidate power in the area. So they really are all kind of under one banner, as it were. There's also an old airfield. None of them have any mechanical aptitude to get any of the equipment working, but there are, and their leadership has encouraged them to be light with scrapping those just in case they can find somebody with mechanical skill. As it stands, flying vehicles in this area is frowned upon because the weather will most assuredly inhibit air travel for any duration or sustained passage or routes. But he does allude to there being a foundation of sorts available. Somebody smarter, better, more handy with tools happen to have at it. With that in mind, that particular raider group is far more likely to recruit than to kill any kind of independent survivors, seeing them as another resource.
Except Rex,
Sometimes they have
apparently.
to bend them into a less moral way to live.
Well,
If
that
they
was more
are
of a
too
scouting
defiant,
functional group.
if they're too
That's
defiant,
true.
of course, they have no qualms about putting people in their place and eliminating people who they see as a potential threat to the organization, if you will. But they do give the opportunity to join up first. Far more effective with the youth than with the elderly
Yeah, the
or
elderly have
middle-aged.
no shits to give.
Yeah.
Youth are like,
And
well,
use.
maybe there'll be titties, you know.
And really, for the Duwamish, it was more about self-preservation of their limited numbers. They were initially defiant, but then found out quickly the hard way after demonstrations of power that it would be easier to comply.
So, just to reiterate then, or maybe this is a someplace I could push a little harder on him. He doesn't know any stories of other raider teams deeper in downtown. Closer to the needle. He doesn't know, like, there isn't like a any sort of organized raider community that might be out there. None of his raider buddies came and transferred from raider team north or whatever.
No, there was rumors that there was a powerful group, small but well armed, inhabiting the medical district, but they had not taken a foray into that area yet.
Okay.
And of course, you guys know that that area has already been cleared out by insert party members here.
Yes. I'm going to take this information and relay this to the rest of my team members, and let them know, hey, that particular raider there doesn't know anything about what we're about to do up north by the beacon, understand? But he did give me some great information about further south, and it may be a good idea to look into that. There may be a very kindly Duwamish community that could use our help. After perhaps after we have completed our objective uh, forthcoming.
And he says,
Well,
hey, if you keep me alive, you promise to let me go afterwards. I can be a guide of sorts. I can show you some key spots, give you a little bit more detail closer at the locations. That information wouldn't be useful until you actually wanted to make a trip down there. But he's offering to, again, in exchange for his freedom and the medical care he's receiving.
Well, I don't know that I can promise anything for you right now. You understand? We don't know much about you or your history. You could be lying about all sorts of stuff. So for now, I think you just sit tight, and we'll take care of you, and we'll make a decision when the time comes.
Fair enough.
yeah, I'll make it very clear, Miss like, as long as you don't give us any grief, I can promise you no harm's going to come to you, other than the fact that you're going to go through withdrawal symptoms, which will be an unpleasant process for several weeks.
There are chems that help with that too.
All I'm going to
Yeah.
say is, as long as you don't fuck with the settlement here, I won't conduct random urethra searches.
I just shrug like this isn't the first time I've heard this and go like, he's thorough.
What about your other prison pocket?
I mean, we're going to bring up the other prison pocket. I got a Brahmin up that needs a little hoof polish. Um, you won't like how I make that happen.
Probably not.
I always have to remind myself not to break off amphetamine's foot in someone's ass.
Hmm.
I drew just basically what we discussed. I don't know if that's what y'all want or if y'all want to do something else.
I'm fine. If that's where we need to go, then that's what we do.
The Brotherhood also sees that as what they envisioned.
I didn't know what to call our group, so I just called us the Buchanan Badasses.
Yeah.
because why not?
That's fine.
Go with Bark Spartans. I don't know.
My backup plan was Sparks Meat Shield.
There you go.
So the Brotherhood will contribute a good meeting point across from the beacon,
Nothing.
and they
Fuck you, man.
can essentially they can head out a couple hours early so that they can make their path in the northeast. So just give them a little bit of time to set up and make their approach, since the Science Center is closer to the staging point than is the Experience Music Project.
That tracks.
You say should be rather straightforward. We've got plenty of ammunition and rations, some simple medical supplies for ourselves in case of emergency, stim packs and the like, some simple bandages.
I have a small question. And I know I wasn't part of the because I was working on one of your buddies and stuff. Are we just murder hoboing our way through this thing, or what's the?
They shrug and say, unless you have a different proposal.
So if we run into anyone, just kill them and make it quick, so they don't call reinforcements.
The
Yeah,
way
from
I
what they
see
can
it, the
tell, they
Raider.
didn't have any civilian captives here or anything. Usually
From
that's
what
a
I've seen of
sign
these,
of them like
what I've seen of these
obliterating
Raiders,
position.
they're largely cannibals and never
Mm.
do wells.
Oh,
If they have weapons, just shoot them. If they fight back, just kill them. If they surrender, more parts for you.
A
Doc's
collective
eyes got a
nod
little
is
wide.
shared.
Yeah, but what are we gonna
Like-
do with a bunch of prisoners? I mean,
Like I said, more parts for Doc.
well, yeah, but are we gonna pull them along? Like, what if we capture one of these guys like right away? Are
I'll
they
deal
just
with
gonna
what I
come
can.
along with us?
Look, I'll deal with what I can scavenge after the fact. But if I mean to murder anybody and try to harvest some muscle tissue or a bone or something like that so that I can replace somebody who's got a broken arm, I'll figure it out.
Well, see,
Well, I
that
think
makes
what
more
he's
sense.
asking is like, say, if you go in and you capture somebody, they surrender, then what do you do with them while you're continuing about the rest of the complex and etc.? Like,
Well, just put
is
them to
there a
sleep for a couple of hours.
oh,
That
there you
or
go.
tie them to something sturdy, gag them.
There you go.
And if we remember they're there when we leave, great. If we don't, who cares? No big loss.
Oh, it's better than any plan I thought I would have. So I'm listen. As long as
Yeah,
there is somebody big and strong and girthy that I can hide behind.
I'll get the power armor suit out.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm girthy, but he's the wolf.
Spark has tranquilizer darts in his inventory.
Yeah, I figure we can just like stab one into a dude if we need him to shut up for a couple hours.
Might want to take those with you then, just in
But yeah,
case.
Doc will take them. My backup plan was just to get some overdose penicillin and give them a tummy ache. They wouldn't go for it.
Oh yeah. While we're here, I just created a whole bunch of fuck ton of caps. Does Randy have any stim packs?
He has an amount totaling 1d10. You are welcome to roll that d10 and trust in your fate.
I think stim packs are pretty good.
How much are a stim pack?
That's a great question. Does it not have a K? What the? Oh, it doesn't have a C. Those are worth 50 each. He will sell them
So
to you
300.
at 40 each.
240.
Yeah. 240, 1814 minus 240
Number.
is number.
You could just do the math on the thing. What is it? 1814?
It's 1574.
Okay.
There you go.
You already figured it out then. Fine. Fuck you.
Wait, that doesn't sound right. What the fuck?
/R and then just do the math. It'll calculate it for you.
Yeah, 1574.
There you go.
And putting 6 stim packs, not diluted. Not bold
If
and
I'm the one that
underlined.
applies them, I can get a whole lot of extra oomph out of each stem pack. I don't got to hold on to them. It just should be the person that actually makes use of it.
They're in Purdy inventory.
Cool.
I will be grabbing that and the trank darts and putting them on Tyler's sheet. Actually, I'll put it on Doc's sheet because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wearing that when this all goes down. Oh, if we'd had time to heal and deal with the radiation damage, I just want to know if I can get my because I can have ramen milk to wipe that out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Little puppy dog.
Right. Is there a compendium that I can use for like stim pack and trank darts?
Yes, on stim pack, it's spelled stim P-A-K, no C.
Got it.
And then for trank, let me search tran. Doesn't appear in the compendium. Nothing for dart either. That we may have to custom up. Or it could have been something added in the Wanderer's Guide.
Was the syringe ammo?
Maybe it's syringe ammo.
Let's see, there is the Syringer, there's Lock Joint Syringer Ammo, Rad Scorpion Venom Syringer Ammo, Mind Cloud Syringer Ammo, Bloatfly Larva, Bleed Out,
How do you
Yellow
spell
Belly, and Dangerall, and Berserk. What is Dangerall? I've never even seen that before.
How do you spell syringe? SYR?
Yes,
SYRI.
It's not showing me any results.
S-R-I, S-Y-R-I.
Yeah.
It's on page 93 of the book.
Oh, which one?
Let me see.
The main core book.
Core book 93. All right.
Real
I'm on page
quick.
30.
I may not have the compendium active. Might have
That's
switched
fine.
with
I've got the book open. I
Marvel.
just need to skip down to that page.
Okay, cool. But for the sake of like easy drag and dropping,
Oh,
let me
no,
see real
that's
quick.
fine. I'm just trying to get an idea about what they were talking about. No, I think I went too far.
No, yep, looks
I'm on
like that is
106, not
out.
93.
I don't want to take out Star Trek because that is this weekend. So let me go like that and then say yes and save content sharing settings. Okay, if you refresh your page, you should be able to now search and access the compendium to drag and drop. And apologies, I hadn't done that pregame.
It's fine. I'll just hit kind of want to do it, and I kind of don't at this point. Because I'm like, I got all my sheets open, and I'm like, do I really want it that badly?
Drag and dropping saves time, that's for sure. But yeah, that is your call.
Well, if there's nothing that talks about like tranquilizing someone, then I don't know if
That
there's any
is, let me see, let me do a quick look through.
velvetly rad scorpion venom.
So it
Mind
actually
cloud.
doesn't say what the effect is. It just says one or more of the target cannot. Oh, okay, there it is. Cannot take hostile or aggressive actions for a number of rounds. The target becomes confused. Difficulty to test. Point. Poison damage. Stun damage effect. So maybe the lock joint, because that creates stun. Upon the target's death, a bloatfly emerges from the remains. Gross. Mean.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Awesome. Um,
Totally going to make a character that uses that now. He's going to have bloatfly pets and shit.
oh, God. Ick. Yeah, so I think a variation on the lock joint would probably be the easiest just because it creates stun. And we could upgrade that to be sleep.
Yeah.
So. Lock joint plus. Yeah, because the mind cloud, it just makes perception rolls harder and stuff. Cool.
Good to go as soon as everyone else is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really taking a syringe or gun. I'm just going to take the ammo because if I have
Yeah,
to do this to somebody, we're just going to be applying it manually.
of course.
Yeah, and just jab it through their left eye socket.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not there, but their neck probably.
I mean, either or.
Like, go ahead and go
Yeah,
sleep. Boom,
so
right to the eye. Like, no, don't scream. Shh.
yeah, as far as your character sheets, over the course of the next few days, you will be able to have your hunger full, thirst is quenched, sleep is well rested. You'll be able to take care of any radiation damage, any physical damage, all things restored.
Emotional damage?
That is something else. You have to deal with that. Actually, the lobotomist might be able to help you with that. They have a little bit of psychology knowledge, but of all of the party members that they'd want to help, you're probably lowest on the list.
Oh, come on now. I would have shot him in the face with a shotgun.
Dude, you he's the one that you did the full cavity and threatened, put a name tag on him. What was it, like bitch made or just bitch or something like?
I think it was just. I think I grabbed. Hi, my name is.
Yeah.
Name tag wrote bitch on it and put it on his chest. Actually, I thought that was to the raider we caught in the diner. Wherever the fuck that one went.
I'm just going to assume you've done it more than once.
It sounds like a common occurrence.
I
We're learning
might fuck
more and
with
more
raiders a
about
little
these
bit.
guys.
Yeah, I might be of the type of person to fuck with a raider or two.
Like, I'm not saying I've done it, just saying it's, certainly an option on the table.
uh,
All right, well, that all brings us to then a couple of points/questions to be made. I do unfortunately have to exit a little bit early tonight. I do want to leave on a proper cliffhanger for you to consider, and B, um, pretty sure if it's not Fallout, then Esper, but I'm pretty sure this group collectively is owed a makeup session, if I'm not mistaken. And if not, we'll throw an extra one in. Yes to L5R as well, but we don't have all of our members here, so I can't
right.
yet commit to that. But with having Tuesday open, if everybody present is down and available, we could gather on Tuesday, continue where we're leaving off, and dive right in to things and stuff.
I'm not against it.
I like the idea.
All
I don't
righty.
believe I got anything pending for the VTuber, so
Cool.
should be okay.
I don't currently see anything for Tuesday, so
Awesome. All right, let me go right now then, and so that's on my handy dandy game calendar. I just want to mark next play for Tuesday. Ooh, it's the first. And then I want to put in the out of game. Just so that I keep seeing that repeated, because I'm dumb and I might forget. But if I repeat it more often to myself and I type it out and stuff, it sticks a little better. All right, awesome.
Fair.
And so then, travel to the beacon will be uneventful. The weather is cooperative, as much as it can be in this part of the world. Of course, the Brotherhood is able to go a couple days early, or not a couple days, essentially they're kind of going the night before to get there, scope things out, get ready at the staging point. Upon your arrival, they're going to tell you that most of the raiders have gone inside the buildings as the skies have darkened, weather's starting to get bad and worse, light flakes turning thicker. But they suspect there's some kind of event happening at the theater because the majority of the raiders went there. There are some that went to the other buildings. There was just a couple of guard scouts out and about that they, in getting a little bit of a head start, uh, they offer to take them out as they see them so as to not have an alarm raised or anything. The weather, of course, getting worse is on their side because it's easier for you guys to ambush than it is for them to defend out in the open like that. But yes, they do let you know something strange, some kind of confab happening at the theater, but definitely still bodies in the other buildings to be addressed first. As far as it goes with the Science Center, because a lot of the buildings in this area have long been raided and scrapped upon. They know of one solid entrance to the Science Center, a couple to the theater, a couple to the music project. They have not been able to get views inside the buildings at any locations, so be prepared for anything. And of course, if there's any fancy technology that you guys don't understand or don't wish to keep, they will accept any and all donations in that regard. They present that in a friendly manner, not a threatening manner, just to appease any trepidation that any doctors might have about their intent thereof.
Look, you're helping us on this mission, and you guys find something that is techie based in your path. Obviously, you get dibs on it. That seems fair, right? And if we run across something we don't want to keep, sure, we'll give you right of first refusal.
Yeah, that goes both ways.
Okay. Yeah, if the last time we met, that was the way it was presented, I think I probably would have been a lot more understanding of your group, but choice of phrasing probably didn't come across the greatest. Water under the bridge right now. We got bigger shit to deal with.
Oh, yes. Well, and they are very curious to see what might transpire at the beacon because Buchanan, I don't know how forthcoming you will have been. Of course, there isn't a lot of information available as to what is there or what activating it is going to do, but they are mostly in the dark unless you let me know otherwise about your intentions there. So they are morbidly curious to see what happens. That is actually their prime reasoning for joining, because amongst the structures that they've encountered and such, it is so well intact and so well guarded off that it hasn't been molested. It is pretty good shape surviving this long. And of course, any unique building that towers over the skyline is a curiosity.
So, you're saying that we've already hit the meetup point. We've done the traveling now.
Yes. Happy-go-lucky
Did we?
montage.
Did I happen to find any caps or anything interesting to loot on the way there?
Not unless the group wants to stop and do some scavenging. There are a couple of places along the way where that is available, but everyone is very mission focused. And of course,
Okay.
with a little bit of a timetable and meeting the Brotherhood members, you are
We're
welcome to take note of points of interest along the way, because you know you'll have to come back through to go back to the docks eventually someday, so
so we're
long as
double
you
time marching.
survive.
Yep.
Wahaha. But yeah, it has definitely been a very focused march. But yeah, there's definitely a few points of interest along the way. I don't have it now, but this is a really good map. I don't know what that is.
Since it's been a couple days
To kind
more,
of mark a couple of those.
how many more days until the
Mm,
power station's up? Because I know we've had the 2 electricians working on it.
that should be completed by the time you return.
Exciting.
Yeah, they are right on the cusp. Essentially, their main problem right now is dealing with overload. Like they have it mostly functional, but they need to reinforce. They need some thicker cables in a couple places to handle the sheer amount of power generated and processed through. So it's really just kind of tinkering at this point to get it functional. Trial and error a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Which is good news because your current power cell is just about empty. I know you've got a couple backups, but you have been using that power armor here and there and power drains.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that there's recharge options on the horizon for me.
Oh, yes. So, yes, with all preparations in order, Brotherhood members will take their leave, stalk their way into the growing white as it pours down. They wish you good luck in your raid, the Science Center. They hope they'll be able to meet you in a timely fashion at the Center House Theater. They believe that haste and surprise is still the best option, so whoever happens to get there first can enjoy the spoils, both of combat and any looting. But they hope it'll time out to where you can get there roughly the same time. Nothing is guaranteed, of course, so that remains to be seen.
When we meet up, if you guys got injured and stuff, I'm pretty good in the field too, not just when I have a clinic on my hands.
That is definitely good to know. Um, Annabelle was the most effective. Like, they don't have an official medic on the team, but she was the most effective, best with her hands in that regard. So, with her being
I used to
absent
do
and
traveling.
recovering,
I wasn't a great merchant per se as I traveled around, but I was a great traveling like, hey, I'll trade you this. Oh, your people are sick? I could fix that.
yeah.
So still remember the last time someone gave me missiles in exchange for that. That was always a fun one.
Well, they encourage, just because they have a proper, proficient doc available, shouldn't be too reckless.
That's why I carry the power armor. I really don't want your group to take it from me because otherwise I can't help. Yeah, I got it from the raiders that kidnapped me. If it wasn't for that gentleman over there, as he points at Buchanan, I wouldn't be standing here.
Yeah, it's not like I did it alone.
I mean, yeah, Spark helped and stuff, but I mean, you guys basically kept me from being someone's bitch. So, stupidly excited to help out with whatever you guys need.
Always good to have a doctor on hand.
See, that's the reason I read the books. It's also the reason I'm single, but yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of stares at Brofen for a minute. I ain't fucking you.
I mean, yeah, ever since you grew the beard, you were kind of off the table. I prefer a more clean shaven thing, which most girls tend to have.
And then points at Greg. He's clean shaven.
Well, wink at Greg just for fun.
No, I'm not. Puts the fake mustache on.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you guys live through this. And your friend back at the clinic should be in good hands. We figured out a way to. The one guy who is compatible. We figured out a way to cure the blood from his little STD that he's got. So your friend's not going to get cured with blood that's going to make her sick.
They hadn't even considered the possibility, of course, of contaminated blood, so they are both surprised and happy to hear you report that.
Yeah, just because it's compatible doesn't necessarily mean it's like water. You find it in the wilderness, it doesn't necessarily mean it's clean.
So how
Oh,
does
we
one
got
do
some
a group check?
cyanide-free apple juice over here.
So how does one do a group check again?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You mean like with an assist?
yeah, like
Oh, that.
the whole sneaking thing for the group, and then everyone else just assists if they want.
Oh, yeah, I would just, because it's a group effort, I would just set a slightly higher difficulty. But yeah, there could be a primary who kind of leads the way, and then I would have everybody jump on the assist. And so long as the overall total meets the target, you'd be able to compensate for somebody else's shortcoming.
Okay.
Are we
So,
doing that now, or
do you
is
want that to
next
be
time?
like the closing roll or something?
We certainly can if you like.
Sure.
Who's our primary? Buchanan?
I may.
Yeah, I was going to assist everyone in sneaking towards the Pacific Science Center. That way we can uh begin this ambush.
Righty.
Is there shadows that I can utilize?
Yes, technically because of the snow and everything, it is going to get thicker very quickly. So I will count that as proper obstruction, as it were. Ooh.
Let's see here. So we get one free D20.
God damn, sir.
Good at what I do.
I will try to assist with my sneak and agility. I'm not expecting a whole hell of a lot here, just so we're clear. I would spend a luck point
I'm
and
gonna spend
at
myself a
least,
luck point.
yeah. All right, here comes mine. You had a better roll on that than I'm going to have. I will spend my AP to try to get an extra die, so hopefully I get just a success.
Turns it into 2 successes.
You know what? I got a 1.
3 extra successes.
I didn't get any 20s, so I'm pretty happy with all that.
I'm not really sure what the target was, but
Well, at the moment, if he rolls that luck and rolls the D20 to make sure.
he rolled a 10.
I was
Oh,
going
he
to
rolled a
make
10. I
it,
didn't see it. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, which definitely is a success there.
Oh dear, Spark.
But it's no 20s.
Luckily,
It could be worse. It really could be worse.
I mean, he
luckily,
at least has
Spark,
2 points in sneak.
everything adds up. Let me have Smooka get in there for an assist. I don't know how that will look because
Where is Koro tonight?
out
Oh,
of
he could
town.
make it. He's, yeah, traveling.
Gallivanting.
I gotcha.
I don't have
I
a
like gallivanting.
token selected for
That was a
Smooka.
good show.
Gallivant? Oh,
I
yeah, it was
just wrote
great.
it.
I love that. I love shows like that. It's fucking hilarious. Nine successes. Well, obviously, pad party AP.
So I was going to make it a total difficulty of 7, one for each of you, and then a couple extra for the group. And you have knocked
Okay.
it out of the water. So I think you're good to go. So that means that you will be able to kind of scout the perimeter, check out the door. I am wanting to put in the chat here.
Chat. I made a really terrible joke. You know it's a really terrible joke because it's one that needs to be explained. But the gift that I put in the chat,
Oh, I totally need to catch up on gifts.
it was is from White Christmas, the movie. It's the spot where he says, "The theater of the theater. What happened to the theater?" Is because we're going towards the theater. I just so yes,
I
all of
just
the best
somehow thought it
jokes
was like,
require
ta-da!
explanation.
That's fair.
All right, well, let me get you situated here. This means that you guys will be able to sneak into the building and catch them unawares on their first move. I will go ahead and give you a peek of that because you've earned it. And that is where we shall cliffhanger and close for the evening. Kadow.
Just one or two.
In this section, yes, indeed. And I will, of course, this is a very blank and kind of naked. I will make some general zones because you know how I love the zone system,
Oh yeah, it's your
Yeah.
favorite.
but
Can't get
Absolutely.
enough.
in a space like this, it'll be bigger areas than the previous fight out on the street. But yep, that will all be set up and available and ready to go. You've got a general view. Uh, Word of caution, watch out. There are, in fact, stairs. I don't know if you've had your rice today.
I just know now we're going to face an Oni.
The theater. All about that foreshadowing.
Iffy.
I will
Alrighty
say
then.
the
Good
only
answer.
issue I have is this looks oddly like a photocopier, which I know did not exist in the 50s. Like it almost looks like a laser
You're not
jet.
wrong.
Well, and
Big old
any
network thing.
photocopier that they would have invented would have used atomic power and radiation for it. So it'd be uh, X-ray esque.
That's a
But
bone density scanner, sir.
there you go. I mean, it is the science center, so at the forefront of evolving technology.
Science.
It looks like down
Science.
here there's like an EKG machine on crack.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in the Fallout universe, they were just about to discover microelectronics. They were like on the forefront of going into the computer age that we went to back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
Explains
yeah.
the Institute a great deal.
Oh yeah.
Something like if the what was it? If the capacitor never got invented,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know all the
Yeah,
details,
forget
but
about
like there
motherboards and
was,
stuff.
yeah, there was like I don't know one thing that never got invented, and therefore everything sort of stuck just a little bit.
I think that House would have come up with that eventually, just advancing robotic technology and stuff, with that being his
Mhm.
primary goal, concern, etc. I think it would have come out of Robco first, which I think too, it would have we would have had advanced AI sooner than what we're developing now, perhaps in a different delivery system. But they were
Yeah, because there would
making
have been still closed
robots that
circuit
were
AIs
very
and not a
self-aware.
internet.
Well, like
They-
there are a couple of really impressive bots. Like Curie is, I think,
Well, all
my
Mr.
best
Handies are
example.
basically AI.
Yeah.
And then there's the giant AI machines that are actual bosses and sucking shit like that. Then
Mhm.
there's the Fallout 3 uh, AI, which
Oh,
is
and then there's
basically the
synths.
enclave. No, I wasn't talking about the synths.
Well, I know, but like synths are also artificial
Yeah, yeah.
beings that are also intelligent.
That appear to have
Right.
like self-awareness and like can feel emotional pain, if not physical. Oh yes. I digress. Anyway, there is your
Anyway,
sneak peek. So let us continue from this scene on Tuesday if you all are available and down.
Yep.
sure. Hey, Josh, stick around for a little bit. Let me show you some shit.
I did receive your message, and I will do so. I do need to run out and have a smoke real quick, but we can keep chatting.
I'll see everybody later.
All right,
Take
Yeah.
then.
care.
Have a great
Wow.
evening, guys. Party on.
Yep. All right.